Happy November 1st and a good afternoon, and welcome to Rustler Gymnasium for the home finale for Central Wyoming College. Gym decorated in orange and black. You see the posters along the far side wall of the 8 sophomores that are going to be recognized today at Central Wyoming College, and a final Region 9 game for the season for Western Wyoming after they were defeated last night by Northwest College 3-1. They will not be qualifying for the Region 9 tournament. This will be their final game of the season for Coach Fred Ann Soto in her 8th season at Western Wyoming. Good afternoon. I'm John Gabrielson. The CWC ladies battling for a number 2 seed, and a lot will depend on what happens in Casper this afternoon if they can get on a 2 seed. And you know, it's an interesting jockeying for position. Yes, you obviously want to finish as high as you can. You obviously want the better seed if you can. But sometimes you may want to stay away from the third-ranked team in the country as well. The NJC ladies down there, the Plainsmen, Lady Plainsmen, have only lost 3 times. I think they're 27-3. They have won the South Conference. They'll be the number 1 seed. They're ranked in the top 5 in the country, and that's who you'd meet in the semifinals. Well, yeah, you've got to beat everybody. You got to beat. You got to survive with no losses or 1 loss at regionals to get to nationals. So I think, 2 seed, great. 3 seed, that's not the end of the world for the Rustlers either, but it'll depend on the Casper College LCCC outcome as they are playing in Casper in about 15 minutes from now as well. I'm John Gabrielson. As I mentioned, Devin Davis will be joining me shortly as we get ready for sophomore night. I've got a quick pregame timeout, and then we'll come back and we'll take a look at what our other athletes are up to from Central Wyoming College's basketball season started this weekend. We'll do that after this break. This is Rustler Volleyball, the pregame show brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Hey, grab me one too.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Back to Rustler Gym, your Porter's Mountain View Supply pregame show, and I'm going to take a look at some highlights of a 70-48 win for the CWC women's basketball team. First ever meeting with North Idaho, and they would win it 70-48. Lexi Kessler, the freshman guard from Idaho, playing. She has two brothers on the College of Southern Idaho men's team, and they're at College of Southern Idaho playing. They were playing North Idaho, and the freshman showed out 36 points yesterday. And let's watch one of her highlights. One of her three-pointers. Lou Ring got involved. Lou is the number 5. She's a post player for Central from New Zealand. She got involved as the shot clock was winding. At Central, wins it 70-48. Why not one more three from Lexi Kessler here in the second half as Ring gives her back the basketball at the top of the key. She reins it in, knocks down the triple, and the CWC ladies with a big win yesterday, 70-48. They will play again tonight. They'll take on College of Southern Idaho, and I don't believe they have beaten College of Southern Idaho, and now they'll have to play them with the lights on and the popcorn popping. They did play them in a scrimmage. They'll play at 5 o'clock, and again, Lexi Kessler scored 36 points. Her family there, as well as two of her brothers, play for College of Southern Idaho, so playing against her brother's schools yesterday. Her brother, in fact, was the leading scorer on the men's team yesterday in their win. CWC men's basketball playing on the road in Rock Springs, and they have finished their second game. I just don't have a final of it right now. It has been scobbed from the internet. I was watching it on the Western Wyoming feed, but there is no on-demand for that, and I imagine because it's two teams that are not Western Wyoming, so not on their feed right there. But the men did fall yesterday. They fell in their opener 68-58. They had gotten the game to 3 in the final couple of minutes, but it ballooned to 11 at one point, ends up being a 10-point game. And at last report, I knew our men's team was in the lead just starting the second half at 36-33, but they have not updated the website, and I can't find it on the Western Wyoming video feed on the on-demand to see how our men's team has done today. But our women's team with a big win yesterday, 70-48 over North Idaho. They'll play College of Southern Idaho today at 5 o'clock. The men's team, like I mentioned, 0-1 going into today's game. They'll play again here in just a bit. We'll take a look at standings and get ready for sophomore recognition. Devin Davis will join me after this timeout. This is Rustler Volleyball from Rustler Media.
Hot Springs Health is dedicated to providing quality care close to home. Our Riverton Clinic offers comprehensive care for everyone in your family, from infants to geriatrics. Whether you need a routine checkup, specialized pre-post-natal care, or dedicated family medicine, Hot Springs Health is here. We also provide pain management, joint manipulation, and immediate care for your acute needs. And for those important milestones, we also offer all types of physicals for sports, Department of Transportation, and pre-employment. Hot Springs Health Riverton is located at 2002 West Sunset Drive.
Since 1964, Atlantic City Federal Credit Union has proudly served Fremont County. Today, we're Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union, serving all of Wyoming with the same trusted team and values. We're enhancing our focus on simple, smart, seamless banking for our growing community. Join us as we elevate financial possibilities for all Wyoming residents. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Reach new heights. Visit grandaltitude.com.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletes for over 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families one-on-one. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism, expertise, and community. Our services include hand therapy, orthopedic therapy, pre- and post-rehab, and aquatic therapy, and more. Set up an appointment today in Lander, Riverton, Green River, Rock Springs, Saratoga, or Rollins. FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
This is the pregame show, and let's take a look at some standings in Region 9 volleyball as we look at where they're at the moment right now. Casper College, they've won the north seed. They're number 1. NJC, we know, is the number 1 seed from the south. 2 right now, 2 and 3 is dependent upon that number 1 seed. Central has to take care of business here. If Central wins here, then it becomes up to Casper and LCCC. If LCCC beats Casper, it doesn't matter what Central does here today to be the number 2 seed or not be the number 2 seed. But that game, I've got it on the video board up here, and we'll watch that in the corner of this one. You've got the Pronghorns taking on Eastern Wyoming, and they will play to decide perhaps the number 4 seed. Eastern is 5-6. Gillette is 4-7. If they tie, it'll go down to the criteria. I'm not sure who holds the criteria to be the number 4 seed. But we do know that Northwest and Western, unfortunately, their seasons come to an end at the conclusion of their matches today.
It's pretty amazing to think that there's some pretty important games played here on the last Saturday of the regular season.
Yeah, you kind of like that. You kind of like playing for something. And I said before you had jumped on the mic, too, it's like for CWC, do you want to be the 2 seed and meet NJC in the second round should you win that first round? Or would you rather be on the side of Casper? Would you rather? I mean, I think they're fine with either 2 or 3 seed. If they end up the 2 seed, great. If not, then it's not the end of the world. And honestly, you got to go beat everybody and only lose. You can't lose more than twice at this tournament or your season is done. You lose once, you can still go to nationals, but it'll be an interesting next couple of hours to determine what's going to happen in Region 9.
I think that's probably it. I don't think it probably matters a whole heck of a lot to Coach Davis. She would love to just face NJC and finally beat them. That would be a big one for her. The girls know they can beat Casper. I think that's one.
Even though they're 0-2 against them.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they would have some confidence going into that. But it is every year this tournament, and I say that this is my third. It's crazy how the upsets happen at this regional tournament.
See Kim Davis in the middle of your screen up on the other side of the net with her team as she'll recognize 8 sophomores tonight. And unfortunately, we've got another one in street clothes today as Kennedy Noseep concussion protocol after she took a volleyball to the noggin from number 2, Nora Rasmussen, in practice, which is going to happen, unfortunately, but got another Rustler in street clothes here today. And she's taken on Fred Ann Soto, and those two I think have become fairly close over the last couple of years with Kim being here. And Fred Ann in her 8th season. And I don't even get to say hi to Mario today. I did in person. I have never met her husband, Mario Soto, and he is in the crowd today. He's rooting for the Dodgers, so I had to give him heck about that.
Okay.
But she's got an LA Dodgers hat on. But Fred Ann says Mario always stays home because he knows he's going to get a good broadcast out of our TV crew and the crew that Amanda Nikoloff and the new media crew put together for us. Gordon Ferris, our camera operator up here. But he made the trip today. They were in Northwest last night, and Powell lost 3-1. As there you see Lindsay Stewart and Kennedy Noseep on the sideline. Lindsay tore the ACL, probably not the same time she tore those pants, but she tore that right ACL last year and then unfortunately tears the left ACL this year. And Kennedy Noseep is suffering a concussion and in concussion protocol as they get up to welcome their team to the sideline. Sophomore night introduction and recognition as we'll go downstairs. The 2 coaches meet at midcourt right there. Fred Ann Soto. Like I said, Mario I normally give him a shout out on the broadcast, but didn't have to today because he's in person.
Because he's in person
here today. And it's going to be a very interesting evening tonight. You've got the Wyoming Cowboys playing. You've got Game 7 of the World Series. Our CWC women play at 5 against College of Southern Idaho. And I will be kicking up my boots at the Zach Top concert in Casper later this evening.
Awesome.
We'll have a short post game here and bounce out of Riverton at the conclusion of this one, and we'll see how things transpire.
Awesome.
Over the course of the next hour and a half. Your clock will hit 0. Steve Barlow will do our sophomore recognition as the freshmen are over there patiently waiting for that. And let's go downstairs. See Athletic Director Steve Barlow on sophomore recognition at Central Wyoming College.
Fans, welcome to today's game between the Western Wyoming Community College Mustangs and your Central Wyoming College Rustlers. Today's a special day for us today as we will recognize, celebrate, and shed a tear or two for our current sophomores. Today we'll recognize first, number 2, Nora Rasmussen. Nora's from Fillmore, Utah, and she's being escorted today by her mother and father, Heather and Nick. While here at Central Wyoming College, Nora participated not only in volleyball, but she served as an RA on Student Senate and the Intercultural Club. She says what she'll miss most about CWC is, she says, I'll miss my friends and my team. She plans to go either to a 4-year school to continue her playing or start a nursing school. So, number 2, Nora Rasmussen. Next is number 5, Sarah Maservi. Sarah's from Spanish Fork, Utah. She's being escorted today by her mother and father, Carrie and Matt. Besides volleyball, Sarah also participated in the Multicultural Club here at CWC. She says what she'll miss most is the people. Living with my best friends and playing the sport I love every day has made these 2 years so fun and memorable. She is planning to continue her volleyball career at a 4-year university as well as pursue her studies of health science. Sarah Maservi. Next, number 6, Paige Tolman. Paige is from Nampa, Idaho. She's being escorted today by her mother and father, Jennifer and Mike. While here at CWC, she served as a treasurer for Student Senate. She's a resident assistant and a student ambassador. She says she'll miss the amazing relationships that I have formed and the wonderful people that I have met. She plans to further her degree while attending BYU, Idaho. Paige Tolman. Next, team captain Presley Ryan. Presley's from Santa Quin, Utah. She's being escorted today by her mother and father, Roger and Caroline. Presley's also been a member of the Multicultural Club. She works in the CWC library, and she's the volleyball social media manager. She says she'll miss most here at CWC the people and the family-like environment. She plans to continue playing volleyball at a 4-year university and then go to med school and become a doctor. Presley Ryan. Next is number 12, Lindsay Stewart. Lindsay's from Vernal, Utah, and she's being escorted today by her mother and father, Leah and Mark. She's not being, her father isn't here, but he's with her in thoughts. She is, what she did here playing volleyball, she also served in the Multicultural Club. She says she's going to miss most about CWC is the friends she has made, and she's going to apply to go to nursing school. Lindsay Stewart. Next, team captain Holly Johnson. She's from Brigham City, Utah. She's being escorted today by her husband, Durant, and her mother and father, Michael and Nicole Reeder. While also playing volleyball, she served as a student ambassador here, and she says what she'll miss most is the team. She plans to go to UVU and become a teacher. Holly Johnson. Next, number 23, Rachel Workman. Rachel's from Mapleton, Utah. She's being escorted today by her mother and father, Matt and Angie. While here, she also served as a secretary for Student Senate, and she's a resident assistant that plans all the student activities. What she'll miss most here is the small town community and living with her best friends. She says, I will start a job doing house design while working on getting my bachelor's degree at UVU. I'll also be coaching a club volleyball team for 13-year-olds. Rachel Workman. Our last sophomore today is number 25, Lena Whitney. Lena's from Farmington, Utah. She's being escorted today by her mother and father, Christina and Chris. While here, Lena has worked in the fitness center. She's part of the Multicultural Club, works in campus security. She's played on the beach volleyball team. She's on the Criminal Justice Club and indoor volleyball. She says she'll miss most about CWC, the relationships I've built with the people here. Her plans after CWC is to play at a 4-year school and pursue a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and psychology, and then pursue a career in law enforcement, hopefully at the FBI. Lena Whitney. Fans, that's our sophomores. Get your pictures.
I do like how, to a person, each one of them involved in so many different things at campus security, the library, the mailroom, interns here, interns there. Just a great group of athletes, 8 of them for Coach Kim Davis.
On top of that, thinking about their regular schedule just to play volleyball.
Yeah, and then you got to practice, lift weights. You got to go to study. Everything else that goes along with it. And for them to do what they do and maintain the GPA that this team maintains on top of it, very commendable for these young ladies.
And I think this is probably been just one of the best groups sophomore-wise. I every year I'll probably say that, but great kids, great parents who love being here and being part of CWC volleyball.
Going to get the national anthem here after the hugs subside. Sarah Meservey hugging Coach Davis. Nora Rasmussen a moment ago doing the same. Now the kids lining up to get the starting lineups and the non-starters. I do appreciate the Poison Nothing But a Good Time as the underneath bed of the sophomore recognition. Lena Whitney would have really enjoyed the 80s playing under there as well, as we have the gym all decorated, and we'll have sophomores recognized. And next we're going to get the national anthem and some starters, I do believe. So we'll kick it back downstairs to Steve Barlow.
Okay, fans, will you please rise for the national anthem? Before we announce the players, I just want to remind everyone to please be respectful of these coaches, officials, and young ladies out here doing what they enjoy with all of your language and all of your actions. Please, thank you. All right, now let's meet the non-starters for the Mustangs. First, number 2, Cassidy O'Melia. Number 4, Kennedy Owens. Number 6, Cameron Slaw. Number 8, Dana Urban. Number 9, Mercedes Murray. Number 14, Isabel Grady. Number 18, Lindsay Tafili. And a redshirt, Isabel Wittig. All right, now for your starters. First, from Bountiful, Utah, number 1, Rachel Erickson. From North Ogden, Utah, number 3, Hannah Longhurst. From Woods Cross, Utah, number 5, Nessie Pututa. From North Ogden, Utah, number 7, Addison Lecter. From Pinedale, Wyoming, number 10, Reagan Davis. From Clifton, Idaho, number 11, Sarah Majerscow Weinhardt. From Syracuse, Utah, number 16, Olivia Enna. The Mustangs are coached by Fred Ann Soto. Now, sophomores. Mustang sophomores, could you please step forward? Coach Davis and her crew have a little gift for you to celebrate you as well. Now the non-starters for the Rustlers. First, number 1, Coco Dennison. Number 6, Paige Tolman. Number 10, Ella Swenson. Number 11, Kennedy Nosey. Number 12, Lindsay Stewart. Number 16, Emily Van Ginkel. Number 19, Brinley Birch. Number 22, Kendall McFadden. All right, now for your starters. First, from Fillmore, Utah. Number 2, Nora Rasmussen. From Spanish Fork, Utah. Number 5, Sarah Maservi. From Santaquin, Utah. Number 8, Presley Ryan. From Brigham City, Utah. Number 13, Hallie Reeder. From Mapleton, Utah. Number 23, Rachel Workman. From Payson, Utah. Number 24, Quincy Matthews. And from Farmington, Utah. Number 25, Lena Whitney. Rustlers coached by head coach Kim Davis. Good luck, ladies.
Let's hope Nora Rasmussen settles down the throw a little bit there after she launched her T-shirt into the rafters.
I thought that might have made it up to us almost.
I wondered it was headed high enough, but just the angle was off on that to get it to us.
And whoever that was intended for,
yeah, I
lost out.
Wondering if it was even going to come out of the rafters there for a minute as it got hung up there. But hey, good afternoon. I'm John Gabrielson. That's Devin Davis. Amanda Nikoloff is our director. She is the director of student new media program at Central Wyoming College. Gordon Ferris high above Rustler Gym with us on cameras, as well as the Rustlers dressed in their home whites, orange numbers, black trim. Head coach Kim Davis high-fiving them as they come off. On the other side, Fred Ann Soto, her team in red, the black numbers and Western across their back. She is in her 8th season, assisted by Teresa Alguire Flores for 7 of those years, and Sarah Anderson in her first season. And I thought that was a nice little touch to recognize their sophomores as well.
Yeah, I thought that was a great idea. My wife said that the team proposed, since it was sophomore night, that we honor the visiting sophomores. And so they made those kind of candy luau's, I think, necklaces that you would wear at a luau, I guess, and a lei, I should say. And that's pretty cool, really.
It is, especially to be student-driven.
Yes, and they said...
That was their idea. They came up with it, and they executed it. Very nice.
Yep. So it's kind of funny to see how opposite these teams are, in that there are only 3 sophomores on this team.
We are underway, and Western will put one into the net to start. Hannah Longhurst at North Ogden, Utah. And they've been riddled with injuries, this Western team has. She said it almost would take me less time to tell you who's not injured than to tell you who is injured. And matter of fact, Akanisi, make sure I say this, Hutu Tau is playing injured, in fact. She's a little tender as well playing out there as it's 2-0 quickly for Central Wyoming College.
Probably been a pretty hard season for Coach Soto. She's got a great program, just needs to kind of rebuild.
Campfire. Johnson is there. Workman goes cross, and it's out. And Western will have their first points. Yeah, she mentioned it's her 8th season. She said we're staring at 0-12 in the conference. She says, I've never gone 0-12 in the conference, and they're heavy underdogs to the Rustlers here today on this match.
When you have tipped that time by Sarah was good, and you have, a huge freshman class. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, and not including the red shirt, 12. That's a lot of freshmen.
Right. And so you always think, they're going to have a huge sophomore night next year. I think that Coach Soto is going to readjust that lineup. I think that there will be some moves between now and the start of next fall, that maybe there's not that many freshmen returning as sophomores next year for Western Wyoming. That seems to happen every year for about every team. Back set and a tip. Blocked back over by Maservi. Back row attack into the net for Sarah Mariska-Weinert from Clifton, Idaho, and Central out to a 5-1 advantage. Nora Rasmussen serving. Shank and an ace.
Nice serve, got it right to, that's probably where I would try to put the ball.
That is her 45th ace of the season, and we've got a timeout. So while we're in that timeout and we overlook the Rustler huddle right there, I've got to go to the archives because 45 is a pretty good amount of aces in a season, and I got to go look and see in my archives if I can find the aces for a year. Well, then I say that 61 is the record. Alondra Hernandez a few years ago.
Alondra Hernandez, wow.
Yeah,
went on to play at Chadron State then.
Well, yeah, went back east somewhere, and then at Chadron State, exactly. Yeah, was the libero of the year. Angela Kutovic, she has 57 and 52.
Wow.
And, yeah, she's number one, 109 aces in her career. Lauren Arnold had 50. Lisa Hall had 49. So Rasmussen closing in on that stat for aces, and she's got back-to-back aces, so why not tally 2 in a row? Help yourself. She needs 49 to get herself in the top 5, and she's got 46 now, so just 3 away. Crossing on a set attempt, Maservi. Good pickup by the libero Erickson. Blocked by Central. Great dig out of the net by Longhurst. They'll tap it over. Johnson to Ryan. Erickson again to the outside. Longhurst touched at the net by the Rustlers. Johnson at the 10-foot line to Workman. Through a couple of hands and scoring for Central and the Central bench.
Soldier Boy, isn't it? I think Kendall McFadden dressed up like Soldier Boy yesterday. I saw the team picture, and I had to ask her who she was.
Well, talking about generational gaps. Yeah, because you didn't know that one.
Yes.
Presley and Rachel, I think, were Salt and Pepper.
Yeah.
As that went down the line and in for Presley Ryan. And I said, Salt and Pepper? And they're like, no, Salt and Pepper. I'm like, the rappers? And she's like, who are the rappers? Who is Salt and Pepper the rapper? So I had to really sing poorly one of the couple of more popular songs. She's like, I never heard of them.
No.
And so you've not heard of Soulja Boy, and they have not heard of Salt and Pepper. There's an ace.
We need they're not sophisticated, obviously.
Well, nor are we to not know, but that is the third ace for Rasmussen. Now she only needs 2. One more. Why not?
She's going to make it, I think.
4 aces in the opening set alone right now for Nora Rasmussen. And like I said, she came in with 44, and then she puts it into the tape. She came in, she has 48. She's 1 away from being top 5 single-season aces at 49.
I'll run down and tell her that real quick. Yeah.
She's got and then 52 is within her reach, I would think. She could get up to 3rd. If she has 8 of them today.
We made a big.
She's halfway there now. Ryan going to carry him off of the ceiling. Good play. Bringing it back over is Davis. Back set Maservi down the line. Great position for Enna. 10-foot line and sending it deep is Mariska Weinert out of bounds. And Central's tailing the point 12-2 after a big serving run. It was an 8-1 run for Rasmussen and company. Johnson serving. Through
nice
the block.
Save. Holy cow.
Quincy picks it up. Cross, Johnson. Matthews comes to get second hit. Ryan through the block. Intended block of Letcher and Enna. And a score.
How many, just out of curiosity, Rachel's had quite a few too. I don't think anywhere near as many as
aces?
Nora, yeah.
Rachel Workman.
No, I meant Hallie Reeder.
I was going to say, Rachel has 1.
Yeah, Hallie.
Hallie Reeder Johnson. Where is Hallie Reeder? 25.
25, okay.
Coco has 28. Presley has 27. Hallie has 25.
Okay.
Quincy has 26. Leda has 27. Serving Letcher.
Wow.
Letcher. And that goes out. Point Western. (13-4) Central out to an early lead and a serve into the net. For some reason, Jacob South is not as generous as a stat keeper. He only has 3 aces for Nora, but I have her for 4.
Yeah.
Checking into the game, Ella Svensson from Svedalja, Sweden, a 5'10" setter. Jump serve on the way. Roll shot doesn't get over the net from Mariskol Weinert. And Central with a 15-4 advantage.
Yeah, I'd be interested in Coach Soto's 8 years. There's probably been very few, if any, times they haven't qualified for the Region 9 tournament.
Just a couple of years ago, they were, I think, winning the region,
yes.
The North region, in fact. Cross with a left hand. Nice job by Olivia Enna, the lefty from Syracuse, Utah.
Yeah, that was just not last year, the year before that, I think.
Yeah, 2 years ago. 15-5, Central up by 10 with 10 to go. Enna, the lefty serving, goes deep and out, and that is serving error number 2. Central with 4 kills, Western with 2. Central, I have 4 aces. I'm
sticking to it.
Nora that as Presley goes deep.
What a
swing
block
by Pututau, and it's blocked. Whitney at the net. And a second timeout from the visitors, and they'll burn their second timeout with a 17-5 Central advantage here early on in game 1. So it's a big athletic day. Obviously, you've got game 7 of the World Series. Wyoming Cowboys playing front-runner San Diego State. There's a pretty good wrestling match going on, and it's in Rock Springs today.
University of Wyoming and
the 25th ranked NCAA Cowboys taking on the number 1 ranked NJCAA. Put the J in there. Western Wyoming Mustangs, who are national champs and number 1. And that is, they have a name for it, and I can't remember what it was, but that is a big event.
And they've really promoted it quite a bit. I see that on social media a lot, and really a great idea. I have to give Wyoming a little bit of credit for being to take it, not afraid.
For accepting the invite to come, yes, because they've got nothing to win really by this and everything to lose. It's like when a FCS team goes to play Michigan or something like that. It's like, we've got nothing to lose here, as you're the favorite. And you're absolutely right. Credit to Coach Branch and the Cowboys for taking that on. I think they recognize, the synergy of Wyoming wrestling.
Yes.
And then B, the competition level that the Mustangs will bring to the Cowboys.
Great, right. I mean, a perfect first match of the year, really,
That'll be fun to watch in Rock Springs at Rushmore Gym later this evening after they get their basketball tournament completed. Cross and a nice play by Cameron Slaw. Cameron Slaw was a walk-on for this team from Manila, Utah. Found her way onto the court and some playing time, and she'll serve it up for Coach Fred Ansoto.
And she's only 5'5", not very tall.
Serves at Presley Ryan, backside. Tolman into the ball game with a left hand. Swing deep. Oh, and a touch called. And a kill for Mercedes Murray. Excuse me, is that Mercedes? I didn't think she was going to play today. Coach said she's injured, but she did warm up. She said, but I don't know that I'm going to play her and risk further injury, but she's out there now, and she got a kill. Svensson to Nora Rasmussen off the block. Pututau and Davis.
Just put it right where Nora likes it. You know, you watch these hitters, especially from this view down the net, and you know where they like it set. And that was perfect from Ella to Nora.
Murray poked in the air. Great save, Ryan. An overpass and a kill by Murray. She was waiting for it, and she knocked it down. Good hustle by both teams on that ball. Good scrappy defense by Central, but they couldn't get the point. It's a 10-point game. Whitney is out. Rasmussen, Johnson, and Ryan along the back row. They'll go at Nora. Rasmussen middle, Maservi into the net. Set didn't get above the net, I don't think, and she puts it into the net. And it's 18-9.
Rustlers have struggled a little bit all season long and getting a big lead to begin with and kind of letting the other team back in.
I think what Quincy said the other night in the postgame is crossed by Rasmussen and nobody home for Western that wanted to make a play, but it's sometimes, you know, it's just human nature. Psychologically, sometimes you play to the level of the competition, and they played very well against LCCC and then struggled a bit on the Wednesday night game against Northwest with the difference perhaps in competition there.
Yep.
Gillette leads Eastern 17-14 in the first set of their match, battling it out for the number third. Just Rasmussen decided to give a kick, about took the up official out and gave her an apology for it. And Casper is leading LCCC right now 14-9 in the midst of set number one in their ball game. Matthews to serve, freshman setter. Murray touched, Reeder, Johnson got it. It goes over but out of bounds. Great job by Hallie to get there. 4 times the defensive player of the week in Region 9 North, Hallie Reeder Johnson. Murray serving. 20-10 Central. Maservi.
Perfect set. Nice job, Quincy. Just floated that in the air. Good timing, Sarah's probably one of her harder hits.
Good direction. Coach Davis calling out the serve signals for the ace server. Left hand cross. Good job, Matthews. Touched over by Workman. Down the line and tallying Mercedes Murray. She's out of Hawaii, is Mercedes. And again, she's got a pretty good brace on that left leg there, kind of helping compress some things. I'm not sure what her injury is, but Coach Soto said she's warming up, but I don't know if she's going to play. Well, we obviously know the decision that was made there, and she'll send it. They're down 10, though. That one's real close to the net. Presley can't go get it, and it's now a 9-point game. Again, Western Wyoming men's basketball hosting that tournament. Yesterday and today, Utah State Eastern and Lamar and Central Wyoming College in attendance at that. Block. Coach Padilla and the Western women are in Arizona. Maservi gets the piece of that one at the net and tallies a score. They're playing 4 games down there. I think they will be playing like Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next week on a road trip for
road swing.
Coach Padilla and the Western ladies. Back set down the line with the left hand. Enna score it.
Mustangs definitely picked up their game here in this kind of second half of the first set.
Still trail by 9, however, with 3 to go. Down the line, serving Letcher. Nice play. Workman. She'll find the opening in the Western defense. Erickson, the libero, back on. Rollins, Wyoming. Lovell, Wyoming. Rock Springs, Pinedale. Some Wyoming influence on Coach Soto's team. Pinedale's hosting the 3A West Regionals this weekend, as a matter of fact. Survived a 5-set battle with Lyman yesterday and then got beat by Cody in the semis. That shot is deep and out by Slaw.
Call it touch.
Well, they did. The two at the net. Oh, the line judge in the back did as well. I was looking at the right side line judge and did not show touch, but they indicate touch elsewhere. And they'll give the point to Enna and the Mustangs as she fires with the left hand. Swenson was coming up in position, and that one caroms off of her, and they'll get the kill, the ace, excuse me.
That was one of the weirdest serves. it had like a curve on it.
It did. Been watching some Major League Baseball.
Put down the two fingers.
Putting some movement on that. Ryan, deep corner. Ball caroms off the basketball hoop and score it, and it's game point Central on the kill for Presley Ryan. Buckle up for Life Wyoming stats coming up when we come back from our break after Central, if Central can tally that last point. Tap, poked up. Rasmussen gets it back, cross. Great job going to get that one for Slaw. Back row attempt, Murray.
She should play her more often.
Yeah, she has really come alive.
Back row kill that time. She hit that hard.
Longhurst leads the team in kills with 205. Murray has 60, and don't know if because of injury she hasn't played as much as others. Rasmussen to try to end it. Can't just yet. Free ball over by Erickson. 24-16, still game point Central. Coleman pokes it over with a left hand. Outside Murray. Swing and a hit.
Yeah, we got a nice lead, but...
Imagine if she's healthy.
Yeah.
Doing this injured. Murray off the bench has 5 kills on 7 attacks right now. Rasmussen says we're done here. Powers it off of Tafili, and Central has taken game 1. Central wins it 25-17. Game 1 in the books. 1-0 Central. We'll come back, give you some Buckle Up for Life stats after game 1 after this timeout. This is Rustler Volleyball from Rustler Media.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Welcome to Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Welcome to Bailey Tire and Auto Service, your local tire and auto repair specialist in Riverton and Lander. Say no to endless online tire listings and experience the convenience of local service. With unbeatable prices and top quality tires, we're here to change the game. Quality service and expert staff ensure you always get the right fit for your car. Choose local, choose Bailey Tire and Auto, where your satisfaction hits the road.
Hot Springs Health is dedicated to providing quality care close to home. Our Riverton Clinic offers comprehensive care for everyone in your family, from infants to geriatrics. Whether you need a routine checkup, specialized pre-post-natal care, or dedicated family medicine, Hot Springs Health is here. We also provide pain management, joint manipulation, and immediate care for your acute needs. And for those important milestones, we also offer all types of physicals for sports, Department of Transportation, and pre-employment. Hot Springs Health Riverton is located at 2002 West Sunset Drive.
Taking a look at stats brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming in 25-17 in that first set. Central with 11 kills and 10 for Western. Looking at that category right there. 10 assists for Central, 14 digs, and then I had 4 aces. They have 3 right now. 1 ace for the visitors. 2 service errors. Central with just 1 block in there. Nora Rasmussen leading the way, 4 kills. Presley Ryan has 3. 5 assists for Quincy Matthews. 3 digs for Quincy and Hallie Reeder Johnson. 5 kills for Mercedes Murray. 3 for Olivia Enna and 2 for Cameron Slaw. 6 assists for Reagan Davis. 2 digs for Davis along with Enna and Erickson. And Central with a 25-17 win. And here we get set for game number 2. David Kilner is falling down on the job over there. He has still not cleared the score for these 2 teams.
What?
Yeah, I know. That's the second time we've had to get after him.
Coach Barlow's. Oh my gosh.
He still has time.
Okay.
It's just like the kids. He's on his phone right now. Central now switching sides. Central in the home whites. There you see Western in their reds. Now you see Central. Hallie Reeder Johnson in the libero jersey on the opposite corner of the opposite color. Score cleared on the board, and we get ready for action. Approached by Davis. They'll go Nora, 5th kill of the match for Nora Rasmussen to go along with her 4 aces, and now she'll go back to serve.
I think Nora's been probably one of the biggest surprises this year.
Agreed.
She's really stepped up and played well.
I kind of compare it to, as she high risk, high reward serve goes out, I kind of compare it to Chloe Hobson. Her sophomore year, or freshman year, kind of filled in and played positions and then really came on towards the end of the year and then had a great sophomore season. I think Nora's kind of doing that same thing.
Yeah. And they just maybe because they're friends, right?
Possibly. Maservi blocks. Reeder Johnson is there. Workman cross and no touch, it's out. And Western has their first lead of the afternoon. Murray to serve. I call those a hop serve. Ryan stuffed at the net to, Enna. Got all of that one. The hop serve. Not quite, jumping on that elevation. And
hop, skip, and a jump?
But the hop, they get the hop serve. Every season, I propose $50 to our girl to do an underhand jump serve. But none of them will take me up on that offer. Back set, Workman down the line after it hit the tape, and Erickson can't pull it back into play, and Central will get the point. Lena Whitney back in, third kill of the match for Rachel Workman.
The other thing I think this Rustler team is really just took a little longer to get started than I think they thought, but have really played well this last half of the year.
Shot goes deep, and we're tied at 3.
I think you just think because you have 8 sophomores coming in that you're not going to have to learn how to play together, But
especially when one of those sophomores was on a mission and came back after 2 years, didn't even know any of these girls essentially. Most of them, as Central will get the point, but then you had another sophomore that came back that only played the first portion of the season before getting injured.
Yes.
And now is back and unfortunately injured again. But yeah, that whole getting to know each other system thing again.
It just took a little longer than there's an ace.
5th of the match for Central, and going to wear our girls on the bench out cheering. Hallie Reeder Johnson, married in the offseason, and Slaw puts it into the net. You had mentioned, you saw the reaction of the Western girls when they had mentioned she was escorted by her husband Durant, and they kind of like, really? We did. Yeah, there's an opponent
lean back,
married on the other side of the equation. Central on a 4-0 run, a 5-0 run, make it 6 on another ace.
And she's going, I can't even get along with my roommate. Let alone be married.
Yeah, perhaps. Timeout called Coach Soto. Central has reeled off 6 in a row. as they trailed 3-1 and now are on a 7-3 advantage right now on a couple of aces by Hallie Reeder Johnson. That is the 6th ace of the match, 4 by Nora and 2 by Hallie. Northwest defeated Western last night 3-1. They drove to Riverton last night.
Did they?
Coach Soto said, I wanted to get as close to home as possible, and they'll make the 2.5-hour trip over South Pass on the way home, and their season coming to an end at the end of this. I asked, we have not seen very many challenges this year, at this here anyway. And I asked her, I said, what's your record on challenges? She says, I'm 4-1. I says, I think Kim is 1-0, and she only called that to get a timeout. And she says, I've done that before too, to call the challenge to get a timeout.
I think that's, definitely what that somewhat has become is just that extra challenge.
Well, it's gamesmanship. I mean, you find the way around within the rules. Baseball, the turning around on the mound 3 times to basically get the runner advanced, so you take them out of the equation on the path and stuff. And
yep, just need to put that in your arsenal. Nice
Presley
job.
Ryan pulls one out of the arsenal and smacks it off of Mercedes Murray for a kill. 7-0 run Central. I don't know who the play-by-play guy is on Fox with John Smoltz, but they are very good. And I don't know if it's because I don't watch enough baseball to know, but they are unbelievably smart at their game. That is a great kill by Letcher.
It's fun to watch postseason. I love baseball. It's just hard. I just can't watch it that much during the during the year.
I hear you, especially when you're a Rockies fan.
Yeah, first game of the season, and then it's downhill.
Casper College has taken game 1 from LCCC and leads 1-0. Gillette has beaten Eastern and leads 1-0. Rasmussen from the back row puts one in front of Murray and scores. And here comes Coco Dennison. Previously played with Sarah Presley and Rachel on club team and gets recruited through that and tallies an ace. Coco's 29th ace of the season.
Coach Soto probably not very happy with their serve receive.
No, they have given up some aces here. There's an overpass. Matthews to Ryan, and that's what happens when you get to be in system. And Ryan with another kill.
And number 9, you can. Yeah. She's coming out. She can really favor in that knee, isn't she?
Murray, but she has played like a stud in the time that she was in there before she comes gingerly out. And that serve goes deep from Coco.
When playing the back row, I mean, it's lateral movement, and that is really hard on your knee.
Talked to our libero with a knee brace on that right leg. She talked about that when I interviewed him earlier in the week. Hallie Reeder Johnson, Presley through the block and scores. Coco, by the way, Coco Dennison played softball for 10 years. She also played soccer, track, basketball, dance, cheered, and chose volleyball. Did Coco. Presley Ryan serving. Told you this last time. She would like to meet Kevin Hart and talk about the conversation. I think she needs to meet Salt and Peppa as Lena Whitney smacks one down in the middle.
I'm sure if you played Push It, they had to know who Salt and Peppa was. Come on.
Presley, and I said, it was. She wanted to thank her parents for raising the perfect daughter. She's forever grateful for everything. She said her dad is shaking hands with the president. I'm not sure which president, but her dad is shaking hands with the president. I asked on that survey. She also wants to be pre-med, to be a PA, or go to med school. Does Presley Ryan, as that ball is out of bounds.
Got a lot of smart girls on this team.
Yes.
A lot of them want to be nurses, doctor, like you said, Lena Whitney, FBI.
Yep.
And you know what? I think they can all accomplish that.
Oh, absolutely. I will not place money against any of them as Lena, quick trigger. Got a piece of it from the back, and that one sails deep and out from Sarah Mariscal-Weiner. And it sends Lena Whitney, majoring in criminal justice and psychology. She works on the security squad here at Central. Used to live in Guatemala. Has done skydiving and base jumping, which, by the way, block Central. Free ball over. Great job, Lena, to go get that one. Back row, Presley. Touched and count it. During the government shutdown, there's very little security at national parks. And so people have been base jumping at places that is illegal to do because they're like in Yosemite. So I'm wondering, of course, Lena works in security. It'd probably not be advisable to thwart security and go base jumping somewhere, but she's done some base jumping. That's pretty interesting there. She also wanted to shout out her brother, said her dad is a role model. And Central, free ball coming their way with a 9-point advantage. Rasmussen blocked. Matthews back out. Nora taps it this time. Piece of it, and that will put it into the ground as Reagan Davis got a piece of it, and Coach Soto will call another timeout. I asked them 10-second timeouts or 10-second talents and superstitions. Lena says new piece of gum for each game. But she has a headband, but she hasn't worn the headband in a while.
No, she hasn't. I
haven't seen that.
We'll have to ask her about that. That's what you wore every game last year.
Yes. Coco, let's see. Besides being the loudest in the room, I'm looking. Memory was winning a state championship with her best friends. Presley.
Just look at they have the Western huddle on there, but look at our huddle and you can see Coco. I mean, she is. That's the cool thing about volleyball is you got somebody like Coco that is such a good defensive player. There she comes out of the huddle, but everybody towers around Coco.
Yeah, listed at a generous 5'2".
That's probably right.
And the name Coco, her actual name is Cameron, and there was a back and forth over Coco for Coco Chanel or Cameron, and they ended up naming her Cameron but calling her Coco. So
I think Coco fits her better.
Yeah.
She's got the personality.
Well, and she put it on the survey herself. She is always usually the loudest one in the room. So 10-point Rustler advantage. Near side. It's Longhurst, cross. Erickson picks it up, back out to Longhurst, blocked. She manages to pick it up and hit it again. Through the block, Whitney is there. Back row, Presley Ryan. Corner.
Wow.
And a basket, and they're going to get him to play this. It hit the basket and came back down the backboard and into play. Cross is in for Rasmussen. That was better placement than power. And Nora with her 7th kill.
That's 100% right. That almost went sideways.
Yeah. 11-point Rustler advantage, a 4-0 run after they had an 8-0 run. Whitney with a great dig, but sails wide of the Mustang field of play and out of bounds. Nessie Pututau. Woods cross. Maserve.
There we go.
Right side pin on a great set from Quincy. Quincy was more excited than Sarah was, I think, on that. Matthews, who is in witness relocation, did not fill out my survey, and we gave her heck in the postgame on Wednesday, and Quincy has still not filled out my survey. Appreciate the girls putting up with me every week. Quincy, a 5'11" setter out of Payson, Utah. She's a freshman setter, and she tallies an ace. Ace number 27 for her, and on the game, that is ace number 8 by Central. Half of those to Nora Rasmussen. Workman goes to get that one. Free ball over. Set middle block, but it comes down on Nora and Sarah's side. And the tally by Western Addison Letcher. She's out of North Ogden, Utah. Davis, Pinedale product. Down 11, serving, and an ace. Second ace of the match. 7 aces by Central, by the way. Casper leading LCCC 10-5 in set number 2. Gillette leading Eastern 15-9. So Gillette will force a tie with Eastern, and the criteria comes down to that. If in fact Gillette continues to hold serve on their home court to get into the Region 9 tournament. That one hits tape and sails out.
A little surprised about Eastern, though. You know, as good a year as they had last year.
Right.
To be really struggling just to make the regional tournament.
Well, and Gillette had that stellar record coming out of non-conference play at 16-1 or something. Boy, that one just barely crawled back over onto the Western side after being blocked. Presley Ryan.
It almost had to reverse. It rolled up her arms, didn't it?
It certainly did.
It had a reverse roll.
It was a wild one. Nora Rasmussen serving. Nora's a health science major, wants to become a labor and delivery nurse. And see, in my scorebook, that's an ace. But they'll probably go with a serve-receive error.
If you can't make a play on it.
Her mom played at Utah Tech in St. George, volleyball. First ever player from Millard to play college volleyball from Millard, Utah. Through the block, and Rachel and Sarah can't get a second hit on it. Nora says she hates wearing shoes, loves to cook, and shout out to her sister, and she likes to call mom. So Nora
she hates to wear shoes.
Yes.
She needs to move somewhere it's warm then.
Well, I was talking to Presley about what's going to happen next year. Is she's like, well, I'm looking at schools, and I go, anywhere with palm trees? And she goes, probably not, but unfortunately, probably not. Well, this is getting scrappy now. Both teams surviving. Slaw through, and they do not let the pancake from Hallie Reeder Johnson stand, if it in fact was or not, and point to the Mustangs. Serving Hannah Longhurst. Casper, on the other hand, though, if they hold serve, that would put Central as the number 2 seed, as Presley Ryan gets her game-leading 9th kill. Parent-led cheers in the stands. Hallie Reeder Johnson. Quick set, quick block, Whitney. Back row, cross, got a piece of it, did Quincy Matthews, but the kill from the back row, nice job by Hannah Longhurst, leading killer on the Western lineup. (23-13) Central. Good recovery by Matthews. Ryan gets a hit at it. Back set slaw, blocked by Whitney and Workman. And it's game point, CWC. No timeouts for Western, as they trail by 11 with 1 to go. And here comes Coco Chanel Dennison. Back set. Lovell product Kennedy Owens into the game from Lovell High School. That one pinballs around, and Ryan will collect her 10th kill of the match, and Central takes a 2-0 advantage. Central winning 25-17 in game 1. They win 25-13 in game 2. And we'll be back after this break. This is Rustler Volleyball from Rustler Media.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Since 1964, Atlantic City Federal Credit Union has proudly served Fremont County. Today, we're Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union, serving all of Wyoming with the same trusted team and values. We're enhancing our focus on simple, smart, seamless banking for our growing community. Join us as we elevate financial possibilities for all Wyoming residents. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Reach new heights. Visit grandaltitude.com.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletes for over 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families one-on-one. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism, expertise, and community. Our services include hand therapy, orthopedic therapy, pre- and post-rehab, and aquatic therapy, and more. Set up an appointment today in Lander, Riverton, Green River, Rock Springs, Saratoga, or Rawlins. FremontTherapyGroup.com.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Living well.
Got to get this out of my way so I can show you the statistics of that first round. And we'll stay here on the box score. 25-13 in that second game for Central. Presley Ryan leads with 9 kills. Nora Rasmussen has 7. Meservy and Workman with 3 each. Mercedes, who left midway through that second set, still leading with 5 kills. Cameron Slaw and Olivia Enna have 3 apiece. Reagan Davis, 10 assists, 6 digs for Rachel Erickson. For Central, Matthews has 13 assists, 7 digs to lead the way for Central. I have Central at 8 aces, despite that one saying 7. 2 aces there. Central with 22 kills, Western with 16 kills in this ball game. CWC men's basketball team, I told you, had a 36-33 lead in the early stages of the second half against Lamar. They got outscored 63-40 in the second half and lost 96-75.
Oh, wow.
Second half wheels falling off for Coach Pat Rafferty and the Rustler men against Lamar. So they go 0-2 on the weekend in Western Wyoming. Fell to Utah State Eastern by 10. Fell to Lamar big today to go 0-2. Great play by Addison Letcher to throw that one over with the right hand.
She was pretty excited about it, too.
They were all excited and should be. That was a great placement for her to find that and put it over. Central up 2-0. Rasmussen back deep corner. Mariska Weiner comes away with it. She's going to free ball it over. Matthews went and got first hit. Rasmussen off the block will tally. Kill number 8 for Nora.
I think Quincy just likes running people over.
Well, she was being the first hit on that one. She needs to be the second hit. So Rachel should have ran her down on that one. Forearmed her like she did poor Sarah last Wednesday night. Good block, Meservy and Workman. Back set, tap with the left hand. Great job, Hallie Reeder-Johnson, and swinging in a foul ball by Nora Rasmussen to try to save that on the third hit to put it back in play.
Yeah, talking about foul ball, that was a crazy play last night where the ball got wedged.
Yes,
underneath
in the padding.
Yeah. I mean, it's the right call.
It is the right call, and it saved the Dodgers' night, I think. There's an ace. A lot of people in the area, but not a lot of people wanting to make a play on that ball for the Rustlers that time.
Because you had Rachel and Sarah over there as hitters, and they didn't want to get involved in the serve-receive. No, that was the right call. It just is, what's the chances?
Right. Ryan goes down the line, out, and Western out to a 4-1 advantage here in game number 3. Well, and as I said, I sang the praises of Smoltz and the play-by-play guy, that had that center fielder reached down for it, then it becomes a playable ball, but he immediately put his hands up in the air like, hey, ground rule double type thing. But had he reached for it, it would have been a live ball and they would have had to play it.
Oh, my gosh.
And I didn't realize that was a rule.
Yeah, I didn't
either,
hear that.
so.
That smart play. I'm sure they obviously know that.
Exactly. Hallie Reeder-Johnson serving. Off the block, scoring Sarah Mariscal-Weiner. 6'1" outside hitter from Clifton, Idaho. Pututau back into the front row for the Mustangs, and serving Addison Letcher. So Dana Urban from Rock Springs injured with a shoulder injury. Isabel Wittig from Alberta, Canada is injured. Lindsay Tafili from Kearns, Utah has got an ankle injury. How about that kill? And Rasmussen will go back to serve, I believe. Somebody's going to. Svensson's going to check into the game. Paige Tolman will come in. Paige was on that CWC volleyball team that finished 7th in the country in 2022 under Darshea Gallard prior to Kim taking over. Then went on a mission for a couple of years, and now back here at Central. Paige Tolman wearing number 6 in the front row, top of the screen at the net. Good
nice dig.
Back row, Rasmussen just hits the top of the tape. Ryan says, let's try this one. Diving and not being able to make the play is Isabel Grady.
By doing that, it didn't allow the Mustangs to get back into position, and so that was a really heads-up play.
Grady, a 5'8" sophomore from Hawaii, and the weather's about to make her question her decision to come to the 307. Pushed over, Central down 1, back set Ryan down the line. Another one on an overpass, dunked down, but a good up by Pututau. And free-balled over, Nora goes and gets it. Svensson to the middle, Whitney is blocked, overpass sent long. Was there a touch? Yeah, no. Near side person said out, looked like the line judge on the far side said in.
That's who called it in.
Yeah, but they go out. The down official also called out, and so did the line judge on the Central side, so it is out. And Svensson will serve. She is a business major, but we've talked about it. That's 4 hits there. Ella is interested in neurosurgery, engineer, architect. Can't decide which to do.
Yeah, that'd be hard for me too.
Not for me. I've eliminated all 3 of those from my That's why I'm a radio guy here. As Central. Oh, they're going to call him in the net. I'd actually hit the net, but yeah, I wanted to be an electrician, and then I saw the math and other stuff involved. I wanted to be athletic trainer, anatomy, a lot of kinesiology. And I'm like, yeah, what can I do? How can I get paid to just talk? And here I am. Good hard serve by Ella. And the run continues for Central, a 5-0 run. She was 4th place twice at the Swedish National Championships, was Ella Svensson. She says she has a younger sister who's her best friend, loves volleyball. They won a beach tournament together. Wanted to give a shout out to Lily if she's watching in Sweden.
8 hours ahead, so it's 11 o'clock.
Late at night.
What else is there to do in Sweden on a Saturday night?
She majoring in business administration, but interested in being a doctor, a neurosurgeon, an architect, or an engineer, and trying different things. Those are some pretty lofty goals, as we've talked about with a lot of these gals as well. Paige, like I mentioned, was on that team that finished 7th in the country. Her dad played basketball at Boise State and then professionally in France, if you want to know where some of the athletic lineage comes from. She is a health science major, knows all the words to every country song. So like the Zach Top songs that I'm going to be singing a little bit later tonight. Paige wanted to shout out her entire family, mom, dad, sister, Grammy, aunts. Her role model is her sister, and she says she always wears Nike socks to play as her superstition.
I just have to give her, also a lot of credit. Paige, with Kim coming on, didn't get a chance to meet her very much, just for about a month or so. And when she called and said, hey, I want to come back, and she said, when I met you and that you were going to be the coach, I really wanted to play for you. So
Ella puts her hands over her face after she sends one long and out of the timeout.
So that was really nice. Coach Davis really appreciated that, really likes Paige, and just a great hard worker, great teammate.
Reagan Davis, not Reagan Davis, that is Olivia Enna, the lefty, diving into the campfire to pull that one out. And through the block and scoring, Sarah Mariscal-Weinert. And the lefty will serve again. Central leading 8-7. They already are on top 2-0, and Sarah puts that one into the net. And Presley Ryan to serve, and when Sarah Maservi comes back into the game, I'll tell you a little bit about Sarah. Ryan serving, Grady receives it, pushed over. Tolman gets first hit, Central. Rasmussen gets last hit, Central, as she, again, placement over power on that one. Finds the left side of the Mustang defense to tally. Eight sophomores playing on the home floor for the final time for Central, and up 10-7, leading 2-0 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Pushed over and through the hands of Hallie Reeder Johnson. And the score by Nessie Pututau from Woods Cross, Utah. Sarah Mariscal-Weinert serving. Swing, great dig, Ryan. That was a hard hit, too, over there by Longhurst. Back row, good dig, Svensson. Reeder Johnson becomes the second hit. Tolman with a left hand is blocked. Crawls back over to the Central side, and Ryan from the 10-foot line puts an attack down. Longhurst through the block and through traffic, scores. Those are a couple of the hardest hit balls of the afternoon for the Mustangs.
Definitely. Shows why she's the leading killer.
Yeah.
She's only 5'8" as well. Not a really tall team.
Floater. Rasmussen cross, Erickson overpass, Lena Whitney pokes it over a second time. Good back set.
Holy, faked everybody out on the floor that time.
Reagan Davis, former Lady Wrangler from Pinedale High, puts that one on the back side of the net and scores. 10-10. Left side. Good dig. Longhurst goes long and out from Longhurst. Sarah Maservi back into the game. Health science major. She was going to graduate early, but decided to stay for the spring and finish her psychology degree as well. So she was going to graduate in December, but says, yeah, I'll stay around. Contemplated basketball as well, as Erickson finds pay dirt on the Central side of the net. Sarah's dad played football for BYU and Buffalo before she was born. Her brother played some college baseball. Audrey Anderson is on the CWC basketball team as Sarah's best friend.
Oh, I did not know that. That's interesting.
Anderson and the ladies 1-0 on the season and will play as Rasmussen breaks the tie with her 11th kill of the match.
The other benefit is that Sarah's parents come with her, and with that becomes a really good photographer.
Yes.
Matt Maservi has done such a great job this year with the photos, covering all the games.
Sarah wanted to shout out the McKenzie twins from last year. Paige and Ryan was one of her shout outs. She wanted to send a shout out to. You want some more CWC ties trivia? As Rasmussen will get another killer, 12th. The high school basketball coach for Sarah Maservi and Audrey Anderson was one Brinley Nielsen, who played her college ball right in this gymnasium for Central Wyoming College and Cyril Stauffenberg. So their high school coach was a CWC alum.
Cool connection for sure.
Longhurst standing out of bounds. What do they call? Double.
Oh, wait, don't hear that. Don't see that.
Yeah, those used to be a dime a dozen. Now you don't hardly see the two-hit call anymore.
And sometimes you wonder why.
Quincy Matthews. Oh, Nora Rasmussen said, not today, Reagan. You got us once on that one, but we're not falling for that again. And she got up and blocked that and put it down.
Yep.
Great anticipation by Nora, who I accused of getting fired at the mailroom on the postgame last time. She's just doing more intern stuff for athletic director Barlow. Workman. Good dig by Enna. Great two-hand placement by Longhurst. They let you do anything anymore. You can throw it. You can, she kind of caught it and placed it perfectly. What do we talk about, gamesmanship?
When you grab a hold of it, it's hard not to.
When they're going to let you do it, you keep doing it, right? I thought that was a fantastic play. Nora uses power that time. Central by 3, left hand blocked. Maservi. Fourth block of the match for Central.
The splits. It's too bad we didn't have that on video. They're having fun.
Sarah Maservi, by the way, 3 kills, a block now. Sarah has 6 digs in this one.
That's for a middle?
Yes, back set. Workman!
Not even a block over there. Number 3, Hannah Longhurst said, I should have been over there.
We could go to the CWC bench after every point and have a comedy show going on over there. Nora puts it into the tape. 17-13.
They burn a lot of calories. It's kind of like jazzercise. Remember how that used to be popular?
Yes. Swing bounces off of the rafters. Erickson will free ball it over. Another free ball coming. Maservi.
Good rally.
Long rally. Rasmussen from the back. Great dig.
One-handed.
Nora with the right hand diving. Good placement makes their setter become the first hit. So Erickson becomes second. Block at the net. Falls down Central side. Western wins the long rally.
Sarah, I think, feels she could have had that one, and she knows that. But she was kind of hoping, I think, somebody would step up and pass that one.
17-14 Central with a 2-0 lead. Great job by both players. By Matthews to bring that into the field of play, and then Workman, again, placement over power, puts it in the deep corner and connects, and it's 18-14. Central by 4 with 6 to go to put this match away. Ooh. Great 1-2-3 with Letcher terminating. So Matt Maservi, former pro athlete, now photographer, kind of like Ken Griffey Jr. following in his steps. Did you see Ken Griffey's? And then is it Jerry Rice that is taking pictures for USC, I think?
It's kind of cool, isn't it? Ooh.
Ryan touched by Western. Second hit just goes a little errant by Letcher. And Central will score. It's 19-15.
Yeah, they've definitely, every one of these sophomores have left their mark here.
Well, and I'm sure that this could be said probably at a lot of junior colleges, and we're prejudiced because of the ones we get to know here, but to a person, just every team has got some great, solid, great individuals on them here at Central Wyoming.
That's, I think that athletics at the junior college, you wonder, is it worth it? And I would say 100 times over. I mean, it gives these kids a chance to compete, maybe go on to a better opportunity than they had coming out of high school. But then they're getting a great education. I loved my time in junior college. I mean, small class sizes, professors who care about you, and you've developed some friendships. I mean, the soccer team and the volleyball team interact with each other all the time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the basketball teams and the volleyball teams and everything, absolutely. And Central looking at being the 2 seed right now. Casper's up 2-0 on LCCC. And Gillette and Eastern are tied at 1 apiece.
Wow, that was the game I was expecting to be a good game right there. It's who's going to go to the tournament. That all boils down to that.
Rachel Workman is one of the last ones that has filled out our survey that we've talked about being a competitive mountain biker. Her best friend is Presley Ryan. They wanted to play together. She works construction with her older brother. Shout out to her mom and dad for work ethic and integrity. She wants to start a business designing house remodels. And we'll go to Utah Valley University in Provo after her time here at CWC. And Coco Dennison with the pink shoes lets it fly with a 5-point lead and 5 to go. Cross, great job by Nora in the back row. And Reeder gets a pretty good clip at it. Blocked by Central again. Pinballed around and sent over by the Mustangs. Ryan says we're done. Presley fires that one in front of Grady, and it's 12 kills Presley Ryan.
But when Rachel leaves, we're going to lose Rachel's sister, who's been doing all of our
the
video review of our broadcasts.
That might not be a bad thing, though, right?
It's good entertainment.
It is good entertainment. She does very well at those. Very clever with what she does. Great placement. Rasmussen saw it, couldn't quite get there. That was very good placement by Sarah Mariska-Weinert to put that one in the deep corner. Rasmussen did everything she could, but just couldn't quite get there. 21-16 Central. Left hand just falls over the net. Great job, Matthews. Cross, corner, tape. It's in. And here comes the challenge.
You said she was
4-1 is Fred Ann Soto. And we're going to get a video review. Well, I was already pumped and ready to hit the replay and everything. See, check this out. I
took the wind out of your sails right there.
Go back to the camera 1 here, or camera 3 here for. Central gets it back, 22-17. Yeah, that took it right out of my sails. Pushed middle. Couple of swings. Deep corner is just in.
Look at them all.
Great placement again by Sarah Mariska-Weinert.
Did you see the facial expressions?
22-18. Rasmussen blocked, and that'll tally. Matthews, back set, Whitney punches it over. Good job, Rasmussen. Another dig. Nora sends one over the right hand. Block at the net.
Oh.
Good swing from the middle back row again. And it's 22-20 and a timeout called by Kim Davis.
It's kind of funny because it seemed like it was just a comfortable lead, and all of a sudden you look down and it's only a 2-point lead right now for CWC. Are you still trying to find it?
I found it.
Did you?
I've got it. And it was out. Let's go watch this replay here. This is from the end zone cam while we're in a timeout. And eventually we'll get the serve here. I'm afraid to push a button and fast forward because it's going to jump all over. And it did jump all over on me. So never mind. I watched it.
And it was out.
It was out. They did make the right call. So Fred Ann 5-1 on the season in challenges. Central up 2-0. Leading here in set number 3, 22-20. Trying to close this one out. 4 ties, 1 lead change here in the third set. Rasmussen through the block. Oh, it's out. Hit the antenna. 22-21.
Wow.
Floater. Matthews back set. Ryan off the block will score. Puchutau got a piece of it, but it caroms off her to the floor. Maservi back in. Whitney getting ready to light it up. 2 points away from a sweep and a 4th win in a row. They've won 6 of their last 7. That one's out. No touch. And it's match point Central.
For the second seed headed into the conference. Probably.
Depending on if LCCC can reverse sweep Casper. Rasmussen will end the match with her 14th kill of the match. Central 25-21. Your Bailey Enterprises post-game show very quickly coming up after this timeout. This has been Rustler Volleyball. They win it 25-21. A very quick look at some final statistics in our Bailey Enterprises post-game show is coming up right after this.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here.
Open mic, fade and camera 2, Q Talent.
Join one of the most in-demand creative and technical careers, new media. Live and work anywhere with your choice of thousands of radio and television stations across the country. Travel the globe as a social media influencer. Join a business marketing team or use your new media skills to start and promote your own business. Wherever your dreams take you, it all begins at CWC. Expect hands-on training in all aspects of media production, including video, audio, social media marketing, and web development. Enjoy learning in a collaborative and inclusive atmosphere. Our small class sizes provide one-on-one attention with our expert instructors. Make your way at Central and start your journey to a rewarding career in new media.
Back for the Bailey Enterprises postgame show. 3-0 your final you see on your screen. Central winning 25-17, 25-13, and 25-21. Quick look at some of the final statistics in this one. Nora Rasmussen leads the way with 14 kills. She also had 8 digs and 4 aces on the night. Presley Ryan had 12 kills, 7 digs. Rachel Workman had 6, 18 assists. Quincy Matthews. And no double-digit diggers today, which is a wild stat to not have a double-digit digger on the other side. But when they only scored 51 points,
they're not going to probably be
that's not
a lot of defense, really.
On the other side, Mercedes Murray left the match right in the middle, like right midway of game number 2. She ends up leading killer at 5. And unfortunately left with that injury. Addison Letcher had 4, and Hannah Longhurst and Cameron Slaw and Mariska Weinert each had 3 apiece. Reagan Davis, 17 assists, 13 digs for Rachel Erickson, the libero for Western Wyoming College. And Central came away with 36 to 27 kills. They also had 8 aces to 3 aces, 48 to 39 digs, and 30 assists to 21 assists in this one. Western had 4 service errors. Central had 5 service errors, but Central getting the W here today, 25-17, 25-13, 25-21.
Awesome game. Way to finish strong the regular season. Good win for the sophomores on sophomore night. And again, I think we've said enough at just how important this sophomore group has been. And hopefully it will continue to build the program, and that they'll play well and finish the season strong next week in Scotts Bluff.
Casper leading 2-0 and have a 10-7 lead. And looks like Gillette and Eastern are done. I think Gillette actually won that.
Looks like this.
Oh, 2-1. Oh, that's the between game stuff they've got going on. Gillette leads 2-1 in that ball game. So next week, Region 9 tournament action begins in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. Final thoughts, Devin?
No, I don't have any. I think the gals are prepared and have kind of, I think, gotten to the place where they should feel pretty good about going into the tournament. And who knows at that time, but definitely NJC, Casper are going to be the 2 big favorites. And but I don't think either one of them is going to go through and sweep everybody.
Right, and it's always a wild tournament time when it happens, but Central has won 7 of their last 8 going into it, 4 in a row, so no better time to be playing your best volleyball than now. Thanks to Amanda Nikoloff and the new media crew, Gordon Ferris, Devin Davis. I'm John Gabrielson. Thanks for watching. This has been a presentation of Rustler Athletics and Rustler Media.